What's up, everybody? We're back with another NC9 Talk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my papa, Carlos.
What's up?
Today, we're going to be going over the Niners vs. Saints win, a good win. And then we're going to preview the
Big
exciting, grab your popcorn, get ready for this Niners vs. Dolphins matchup.
That's right.
Before we get to that, let's review the Niners vs. Saints game. What do you think about that shutout winning against the Saints?
I believe it was a good win for us to show everybody how we could win, not so much with just the offense, but we could also win with the defense. However, we've been winning with the defense for the last 4 or 5 games. Okay, we've been shutting down people. This game, we shut them out from the beginning to the end. Don't tell me it doesn't matter who you play in the NFL. It's hard to do that against any team, especially when the team is in the red zone, in the goal line, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, they missed the field goal. They fumbled it. They went for it on 4th down like 2-3 times, didn't get it. It was just amazing defensive game.
That is really, really hard to do in the NFL. It doesn't matter who you play against, okay? So, here are the things. They did well. I think the offense, kind of like, I think you mentioned in the past, Kyle Shanahan is very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of these guys that is very inconsistent. But at the same time, I want to also give New Orleans the credit. They came to ball.
They shut down that run game.
Our run game was nowhere to be seen. And our offensive line didn't hold up really well. We didn't give up per se sacks, but Jimmy got hit so many times, and that's not good. But you got to understand, they had some of their dudes back. Was it Jordan?
Cameron Jordan.
He's a stud, man. He's hard to block.
And someone they miss is Elijah Mitchell. Got injured.
Yeah.
MCL sprain, opposite leg now, but he's most likely out for the season.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks, they said. But overall, it was a good win. I'll take it. I'll take any win right now, to be honest with you.
Any win.
We're in first place now in the NFC West, so that's what we want. We want to stay out there, so we kind of,
separate
ourselves. So it should be good. But overall, it was good. I just want to see that offense score more when they're in the red zone.
Yeah.
Stop kicking field goals. I was happy that they went for it on 4th down on the goal line. They didn't get it. It's okay.
But they got it back at the 50 because the Saints had to punt, and they went to go score a touchdown.
Correct. But I like that. When you're down on the goal line, 2nd down, on first 2-yard lines, you got to go for it. I just wish you would have called a better play. It looked like sloppy, but
there was like a read option with Jimmy G.
It was weird. It should maybe a pitch or something. But overall, it was good. I'll take that win. And again, our defense is rolling, but of course, people,
love to hate.
The haters are. Majority are liking the Niners defense, but the haters are saying they haven't played anyone, so this is why they are number 1 in the league. Well, we shall see. So, what did you think?
I thought it was a good win. Not the greatest win because the offense only scored 13, but it was just amazing game by the defense.
Dominant.
D'Amico Ryans, just his defense with Fred Warner, Ufanga, Bosa, Ebukam, all these guys came to just eat them alive. The Saints were, as you said, in the red zone 4 to 5 times, did not score once.
Yep.
In the game.
Not even a field goal.
In the game, they did not score once. That is very hard to do, like you said. The Niners defense, number 1. It's just obvious. But people love to hate, as you said.
Haters gonna hate, right?
But, the defense is now gonna verse the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best offensive teams in the league.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen in that game?
So, things I'm looking for in this game is I'm looking to see if the Niners can prove to themselves and to the league that they're stud defense. That when they play a really good team, per se, that they could hang with them. Both ways. Because even great teams get scored on. The greatest teams will get scored on one way or the other. Okay? They got smoked by Kansas City. But since Kansas City, they've been doing wonders.
They haven't lost a game since Kansas City.
Yeah, and they haven't allowed a touchdown in the second half since then. So, these are like really crazy stats. However, again, those who are naysayers, they haven't played no one. Okay. So now they have a chance to prove that they can beat a great team.
Both teams have something to prove. Tua.
But here's the thing. Niners beat the crap out of this team. Well, It was the East Coast coming to the West Coast. They're not used to the time.
Oh, it was raining.
If
Tyreek
it's
Hill
raining,
was
Tyreek Hill, Tua, it's raining. If it was in a perfect weather, we'll see a different game. You know what? It is what it is. If Niners win 3-0, sure, I'll take the 3-0. If they win 6-0, I'll take the 6-0. I feel the Niners need to score touchdowns, not field goals. I've been saying this all year, especially with teams who like to score, who like to go deep.
Look what happened to the Chiefs. They field goal.
They let them in the game.
Game got away from them, and Chiefs blew them out.
This team is a dangerous team because they like to
Electrifying.
They like to be explosive. They don't mind taking risks. They're not that type of team that's just gonna just throw 5 yards, 5 yards. Even though they have the same style of offense as we.
Because Mike McDaniel, the old offensive coordinator, is now the Dolphins head coach. So there's so much
similarities, right?
Storylines and rivalries between this team.
Yeah. So their running game is zone run, but we have the linebackers clog those spaces.
And also have the DBs like Charvarius Ward, have the safeties like Ufanga.
Playing like a Pro Bowl, another Pro Bowl. The linebackers are playing like Pro Bowls. I mean, man, we should have, if not the second most, the most Pro Bowlers coming from our defense, going to the Pro Bowl. But it is what it is. But most likely it'll be just Dallas and the Eagles because that's how it is. But anyways, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, I see the Niners. 3 ways I see this game going. Niners blowing them out and just shutting them down, slowing them down, not shutting them down, slowing them down, maybe allowing maybe 12 to 15 points, Niners scoring at least 30 points. That's how I see it. Or here comes the Dolphins. They just beat the crap out of us like Kansas City did. We make errors, we turn it over, we fumble it, special teams not on point, we have too many penalties, we just do it to ourselves and allow this team just to take advantage of that. Okay, or it's a close game. Niners win it close, just because we have the experience they don't. Even though this team has come back from a lot of games, I think in 2 or 3 games they've been down multiple games and they've come back
because of their electrifying plays. They're such an electric offense.
So more of a reason why we need to continue making scoring touchdowns. All right, so I see the Niners winning 38. Final score I say is 30-15.
30-15.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, probably not going to shut them down, but to slow them down, this offense, it's key. But to slow them down is to put some points on the board because the defense, the Dolphins offense will have such sense of urgency that, they mental mistakes from Tua, they were just racking up the score for the Niners will put pressure on the Dolphins.
Yep.
And you can't keep up with this Miami Dolphins team if you do not put points on the board, which Kyle Shanahan does and then does not. You gotta pump on the gas on this game. This is one of the most important games of the season.
Yeah. For so many reasons. You want to stay ahead of the division, right? So
staying ahead in the division, proving a point. Just such a statement game right here, which we've been saying over and over and again. But this is something else. They can prove that they are one of the top offenses, that they are the defense in the league.
You know what? I think so too. I think it's very important for them to, if they're kicking off in the beginning, they do a 3-and-out, they get the ball and they score.
Score the ball.
I mean, that already puts pressure on the Dolphins. Like, oh crap. Now we have to get away from our running game because now they're up. We need to throw it. And that's what we take advantage. Our rush needs to get to this dude and make him uncomfortable. I feel this is what's going to also too. I see Tua sometimes when I see his throws. It's kind of like Mahomes type throws. He just throws it up there
for Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill makes the rest. He just just go get it for me. It's like they're playing playground ball. When you have athletes like that out there, just go out there and get them.
The thing is, they're losing a great offensive tackle in Teron Armstead.
And the Dolphins?
Yeah. And the other offensive tackle. So Nick Bosa will be lining up on either side.
And we're getting
Armstead back. They're getting Armstead back. Their defensive tackle that just eats with Kevin Gibbons, who's been playing really well.
We've had 2 of our key inside linemen out pretty much the whole year. and we're number one in the league right now.
Number one in rushing defense. This
Okay,
is unbelievable.
so now we get our one of our anchors back. So we'll see how that goes. How do you see the game going?
I see it going as not per se a shootout,
Mhm.
but it's going to be, kind of high scoring, not super
Okay.
high scoring, like a 34-27 win for the Niners.
Oh man,
I think the Niners will come out hot, but then the Dolphins will be responding and they'll just keep going back and forth. And I think Dolphins are going to make the mistakes that will cost them the game. And
Yeah.
two of those 2 picks,
okay, 2 picks.
those 2 picks
I think
for a pick six,
I think for one it gets one.
I think he will too.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a pick six, and then someone else is going to get a pick for the win. And I think Jeff Wilson is going to fumble.
Oh,
Jeff Wilson, who's been,
okay.
I think he's going to fumble.
I think finally for the first time this season, the pressure will get to Tua. The crowd, this type of defense coming at him.
And definitely, I don't think Mike McDaniels is dumb enough to just go forwards with this offensive line being so beat up and the Niners rush coming at him. I don't think he'll do that. So
maybe he'll do it just to prove a point that my receivers are better than your defensive.
Well, if you do that, that's kind of dumb, and you will lose the game. So
Eagles. I gotta have that.
34-27,
Okay.
30-15.
Do it
Let's see if these predictions are correct.
and watch the World Cup. Wake up early. All right.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Niners with Dolphins. Story rivalry.
Niners.
Let's go Niners, baby.
Peace.